too much of it, knew he was caught. Just got up and played on as quickly as possible.
Danilo! Oh, what a strike! It's a magnificent goal! And Nottingham Forest are ahead inside 3 minutes. The day that's been billed as the Ivan Toney return, but Brentford behind when he's barely had a touch. That a goal Toney himself will be more than proud of. Danilo sending it wide. Wood! 2-2. That is what he does best. A day where one striker has taken central billing, but it's the other centre-forward that might have the last say.
Potentially his last appearance in a Forest shirt, lots of speculation, interest in him.
Wanyee might be able to turn here, and he's got one back, and that will set up a frantic finale. Forest halved the deficit in the 89th minute, and potentially the Gunners aren't there yet.
Well, they missed him, didn't they? Brought him on at half-time, been a long time out.
Hudson-Odoi stepping in, and he comes away with possession and goes for the far corner. It is a fabulous goal from Callum Hudson-Odoi. Well, they've been threatening to strike back, and Nuno's side have got themselves levelled.
Now Gibbs White, and he's got some room to work, and he's played in Alanga. That is quite brilliant. Newcastle cannot deal with his pace. Saw that on Boxing Day, and we've seen it again tonight. Missed his first chance, scores his second. Hudson-Odoi, one last chance for Forest to get back on level terms before the break. Hudson-Odoi taking it, and boy, has he taken it. With the last kick of the first half, Forest back on level terms again. Their second equaliser of the day.
That he's been this season, he's laid that one off, and they haven't tried that too often. Tossed it into the box for Awoniyi. Dominguez, and here is Awoniyi. Great turn! Lovely finish! Tyrell Awoniyi does it against West Ham again. Spins away from again like he wasn't there, and slots it into the corner, and Forest lead. Can get over the line. Origi extravagantly out to Nico Williams, who pitches it away, and this could finish it. Elanga doesn't, but surely Hudson-Odoi will. Oh yes, he does. Now that win is very, very safe. Callum Hudson-Odoi caps off a wonderful afternoon.
Martinez was tempted, and Niakate pulls one back. And they needed that before the break. Nottingham Forest have been all at sea at the back, but finally have something to celebrate going forward.
Yeah, really big goal, is it? Right on the stroke of half-time.
Stepping away from Douglas Luiz. Taking the game to Moreno, it's Origi now. Slotting it through for Gibbs White. Oh, it's lovely. That is a lovely goal. Are we seeing a Nottingham Forest revival at Villa Park? Taken to bits in the first period. Makes it something entertaining. Very much so. Gibbs White looking for Woods! A big goal in a huge game for Chris Wood, who netted twice against Luton earlier this season. Well, he's opened the scoring here.
First touch for Rayner. Now Gibbs White towards Chris Wood, looping in! Chris Wood delivers again for Nuno Espirito Santo. He delivers just when Nottingham Forest needed him most. There will be a check for offside, but Chris Wood, who scored at Luton a fortnight ago.
Gibbs White. Fulham have been opened up. And Forest go in front. Brilliantly taken by Callum Hudson-Odoi. First meaningful attack, and Callum Hudson-Odoi gives Forest the perfect start.
Just at the vital second, the ball gets away from him.
Wood! 2-0 on too easy. So much time, so much room, and Chris Wood doubles Forest's lead. Less than 20 minutes played. Lena flat-footed. Gibbs White. Gibbs White again. That puts the seal on a brilliant first-half performance. He's created so much for Nottingham Forest in the opening 45 minutes, and now he's helped himself to a brilliant goal.
Defender from Brazil, Murillo. And here come Forest with Elanga. Does it break for Wood? It does, and he is irresistible at the moment. Scores for the 4th game in a row. It's his 12th Premier League goal of the season.
Ball by Yates in there, but on we go. Lofted into the near post.
Extremely well, although they've left one now. Here's Danilo for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi! Just the sort of response that Nottingham Forest were hoping for. Callum Hudson-Odoi, capable of the mercurial, delivers just that. He goes but straight back in when he was fit. That's Gibbs White. Elanga cushions it towards Bonnie. Ryan Yates! A vital goal for Nottingham Forest as they look to move away from the Premier League precipice. And a week on from marking 200 appearances, Ryan Yates scores a huge goal. Volleyed it well. Here's Gibbs White. Hudson-Odoi. Space is starting to open up for Nottingham Forest. Callum Hudson-Odoi! So close a couple of moments ago. This time, Callum Hudson-Odoi does hit the bullseye, and Nottingham Forest are roaring towards a vital victory in their quest for Premier League survival.
Well, have they not learned, Sheffield United? How many times do you want to show them inside? Do you not want to learn?
It's Gibbs White that clips it in. It's Willy Bolly. It's 1-1. Parity restored, a place in the Premier League retained if it stays this way. Now Gibbs White, good first touch from Elanga. Hudson-Odoi, cutting inside again! Scoring the goal that may well keep Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. You can't show him inside. They'd had their warning. Hudson-Odoi punishes Chelsea. It's a goal with severe ramifications for Chelsea's European run. It's a goal that probably finishes Luton Town off.
Anthony Elanga also coming in today. And Elanga with a really positive run, and what a cross, and what a finish from a man who's no stranger to a goal at Turf Moor. It's Chris Wood, inside 90 seconds, against his former club, and Nottingham Forest have an early lead, and it owed much to a delightful delivery from Elanga.
Well, as I mentioned about the pace,
Toffolo gives White now. Could be another opening here, and Chris Wood has diverted it in. The flag is going to go up though, and this time it's not going to count for the former Burnley striker. So this is going to be a goal for Chris Wood again at Turf Moor. Graham Scott waiting to hear that, and here is the confirmation. Burnley's record Premier League goalscorer has scored 2 goals against them inside the opening quarter of an hour at Turf Moor.
But I can see why they're optimistic if you take the omens out of it. Here they are really positive. Elanga gets it back from Wood. Yates! And the save! And it's there in the second attempt! Chris Wood with the opening goal for Nottingham Forest in the new campaign.
A striker's finish, Jackie. A poacher's goal. The anticipation, the expectation that just maybe this ball may ricochet back off the goalkeeper, off the post, anything. And that's a cool finish. Didn't snatch at it, Chris Wood. Just slots it past Neto, the goalkeeper.
cleared as far as Williams. It's on his left side, through the crowd. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, the chance is there for Gibbs White, and at the second attempt he buries it. Just over 20 minutes to go, and it's the Forest captain who strikes in front of the away end to give Nuno's side the lead here. Great persistence. Gibbs White
delivers deep this time and in. Wonderful header from Chris Wood, who Wolves have not picked up on that far post. And it's taken Nottingham Forest just 10 minutes to get themselves in front. Anderson's delivery, Wood's header. 1-0 Forest, and Sam Johnston beaten on debut already.
Yeah, Sam Johnston isn't happy. He thinks that Nottingham Forest had a player hit his eye line, but I do think it looks like Larson may have been playing the Nottingham Forest player onside. It's a good ball into the box. A lot of freedom for Chris Wood, who loves scoring against Wolves. Doesn't get a lot of power on the header, but it's enough.
This from Forest, they're certainly very compact and making it difficult for Liverpool to find a way through.
Elanga, how about that? He's picked out Hudson-Odoi. Those two are making an impression, making a difference. And Hudson-Odoi has made an even bigger difference there. Nottingham Forest have snatched the lead at Anfield, where they've not won for 55 years. There's work to be done, but remarkably, they have the lead.
What a moment for Hudson-Odoi. It's a wonderful finish. We know that he's got this ability in spades, it's just the consistency of it. But of late, we have seen it. It's another counter-attack. It's a wonderful ball from Elanga into Hudson-Odoi. At this point, this is the only thing he's thinking. Can I get it onto my right foot? Can I fashion half a yard? And he can. And the preciseness with this finish, the way he caresses it into the corner. He uses Konate as a body to unsight Becker. And then look at the crowd just bringing it inside the post. It's not smash and grab by any chance. They've been on the back foot, Forest, but they've deserved this the way that in the last 10-15 minutes and the changes that man there, Nuno, has made.
has no history this season and puts Forest in front.
Great pen, terrific pen. Didn't delay that run up, no stuttering and no looking at the goalkeeper, knew exactly what he wanted to do. Just going to run up to that and wrap his right foot around it and hit it hard.
To go back nearly 10 years for Forest's last victory at the Amex Stadium. They've only won twice in 8 previous visits to this stadium. Not all top-flight encounters, of course. Both sides have experienced life in the
Second here, that might be in for Jota here. He's in behind Lewis Dunk. He's got to play it square, and Ramon Sosa equalises for Nottingham Forest. The substitutes combine, and Ramon Sosa taps Forest level.
Well, it's a great goal. It's a great counter-attack, it really is. Yeah, Morgan Gibbs-White saying, let's go to the Forest fans. Well, they've weathered that storm. They hung in there. They looked rattled. They looked like they were going to go under again at the start of the second half, but they didn't. Right there, they've waited for a moment to just create something worthwhile. And it materialised with the substitute, Jota Silva. I wondered whether he was offside. No, he's well on. Joel Veltman is the one that's playing him on.
I'm really disappointed at that set-piece opportunity in the first half that really was messed up between them. Now it's in towards a danger area, and it's gone all the way in! And Nottingham Forest have opened the scoring! Right in front of the travelling Forest contingent! And Chelsea are undone by a set-piece.
Yeah, it really is unbelievable. I thought they will check it, but I don't think it's offside by any stretch. And it's always tight when we try and look across the line, but the ball into the box from James Ward-Prowse is brilliant. The little cushion header from Milenkovic, brilliant. And then
keep the ball.
Moreno. Drops for Wood! Yes! Chris Wood scores! With a bit of help from Dean Henderson. Well, this has happened before. This season he's put them 1-0 up, and they haven't won any of those games. But they'll be hoping they can put that right tonight. It's not what you call a classical Chris Wood goal. And when your luck is out, as Crystal Palace's is, this kind of thing can happen.
Well, it falls to Wood wonderfully, doesn't it? And it's typical, the defending header, as you say, when you looks out, but look at that.
Dangerous from Buonanotte. Anderson. Ryan Yates. And he's located the bottom corner perfectly. And for a man who has Nottingham Forest coursing through his every vein, to score in an East Midlands derby is a special moment indeed.
The question, John, just moments earlier of have they got the goal-scoring prowess to be able to get themselves as high in the Premier League as possible? The answer was no, because it's mainly Chris Wood. But when Ryan Yates, the skip, is chipping in from outside the edge of the box, Buonanotte really taking a risk, trying to dribble out of his own area.
Anderson finding Wood, and Wood on the turn! Does what he's done so often in recent seasons. And there's no holding back in the celebration, even though he's just scored against one of his former clubs.
It's been a treat tonight seeing goals scored here with real forethought, with a real effort to compose you in the most tightest of situations. We wonder potentially how these teams would approach the second half. No sitting in for Forest. It's not helping just at all. Sorry, Ricardo Pereira on that side at all with Forest runners going forward.
Wood, and he's got a chance for another, which he takes. Utter delight for the former Leicester striker. 7 for the season for the veteran New Zealander. And Nottingham Forest are heading for a place in the top 5.
Ably assisted though. Shambolic defending by Leicester City.
Slow down, that allows West Ham to get back in numbers. Moreno running from left back. Wood's a target. Ilanga's waiting. There is Woods! One moment, that is all he needs. Forest main man finds
finds the net again. One little dart, then he hangs back, and then he buries it. He has rolled it to Hudson-Odoi, who finds his path, closed, and it goes! All the way through. Maybe a nickel for defender, but he's going to want it, and Forest have a second goal. Fabianski bamboozled by the movement in front of him. And Nottingham Forest now will feel a whole lot better with that 2-goal cushion.
Well, I did mention about playing it towards the 18-yard box, but it takes two very slight deflections, and I think that Fabianski sees it very, very late.
Feels like there is another goal in this game for Forest if they want to go get it. Aina is looking and finding! Stunning from Ola Aina! Right into the top corner, and Forest are cruising to all 3 points. It is going to be 3 Premier League wins in a row for the first time this century, and a huge celebration to go with it.
Well, what a first goal of the season for Aina, but have a look at Todibo here.
In the corners, I think he needs an extra yard or so.
Murillo! The Brazilian scores his first ever professional goal. Training ground routine, run time to perfection. No stopping the header for Nick Pope. Nottingham Forest 1, Newcastle United 0.
The City ground. Strike from Chris Wood. He joins Brian Roy as Nottingham Forest's most prolific Premier League goal scorer. He smashed it in emphatically, and Nottingham Forest lead Ipswich by a goal to 0.
I'll tell you what, that's some penalty that is.
Season. Anderson's delivery in, free header, and Manchester United concede from a corner again. Nikola Milenkovic with his first goal for Nottingham Forest, and just as they did here last season, Nottingham Forest score against Manchester United inside 2 minutes.
Well, we've just highlighted it. Susceptible to defending corners against Arsenal, and within 2 minutes they've conceded again from another corner.
Bruno Fernandes' pass was careless behind Yoro. Hudson-Odoi to Gibbs-White. Oh, it just went straight through Onana. Nottingham Forest have done it again. They scored early in the first half. Andre Onana's been beaten early in the second half.
Well, it's a shocker from Man United's perspective. Bruno Fernandes looks to the sky. He gave the ball away initially.
Let's see if they can spring an attack. Shot to Silva. Gibbs-White. Tell Forest are enjoying it now. Delict. Anderson. Shot to Silva again. Manchester United can't get it clear. Wood is at the back post. Chris Wood. It's in! Chris Wood celebrates a birthday goal! And Nottingham Forest have a 2-goal lead now at Old Trafford. Andre Onana's not had the best few minutes of his Manchester United career. The spotlight turns to the Cameroonian goalkeeper again here.
What an incredible start to the second half. Dalot was conscious not to make a challenge because he was inside the box.
It's Williams. Gibbs-White.
And Milenkovic! And this time, Forest celebrate what they are convinced will be adjudged to be an equaliser. Martinez in trouble after a collision, I think, with the upright. But Nikola Milenkovic, this solid Serbian citizen, has levelled it. Kemp's turned his back. Anderson. And turned in! Anthony Elanga. On a day when Nuno's substitutions have apparently turned the game for Forest.
Well, football is incredible. Matty Cash has had a bad 30 seconds or so. He gave away possession in the opposition half. Then he tried to spin in behind. The ball was tried to play to his feet. Then he lost possession. Forest don't care. Anderson's ball in. Elanga arriving from that right-hand side across the near post. Tucks it past Emi Martinez. The game has turned on its head.
Now driving at Brentford's back line. Williams. Much of the joy has been down this side for Forest. Williams cross. Oh, and here's Elanga! Oh, it's Aina. It's Ola Aina. From out of nothing, Nottingham Forest strike first, and again it comes down the left-hand side.
Well, when you have somebody like Nico Williams, as I said, he's more right-footed, but it's about the unpredictability. He's up against Ayer. Ayer does the right thing. He allows him to go down the outside, but then there's a sloppiness between two Brentford centre-halves. They both go to ground.
To talk about for Thomas Frank in terms of the hectic schedule. He didn't have the longest rest in between the League Cup. Here's Elanga, and still Elanga! Oh, brilliant! Anthony Elanga with a fabulous solo goal. And Brentford sprung on again. Early in the second half, Forest have made them pay, and this unbeaten home record is now under serious threat.
Well, you have to say Elanga slots this home so easily.
They do snap into tackles quickly, and here goes Gibbs-White. He's got options left and right. Elanga's calling for it. Here is Elanga. Elanga gets there! Brilliant! Classic Forest. Gibbs-White with a wonderful through ball, and Anthony Elanga with a precise finish. And on the counter-attack, it's Forest 1, Spurs 0.
And I'm looking down at Son here, and he's in disbelief of as to how that's happened. But it's been coming. It has been coming. Tottenham have had the lion's share of possession. They've sort of gone forward, camped in Nottingham Forest box. Sorry, and the break's been on a number of times, and this time they take full advantage.
And I don't think Alan Ambrosia's run was.
Wood's header, little 1-2. How does Wood finish? He finishes fantastically. His 11th goal of the season. He has been a revelation for Nottingham Forest this season, Chris Wood.
Talk about a player with confidence in front of goal. That was a brilliant finish after a really good old-fashioned bit of build-up. 1v1.
Hangs onto it quickly. Now Wood passes on. Big chance for the second here. A classic counter-attack, and Gibbs-White puts Nottingham Forest 2 ahead. Blink and they will punish you, Nottingham Forest. And Everton have a collective blink.
You just felt that when Nottingham Forest get into the final third, if either Chris Wood or Morgan Gibbs-White are on the ball, they have the ability to create something. And it actually comes from an Everton mistake, I feel. I think it was a good ball forward. I think